we have asked ChatGPT to compare between Ireland degree and German degree, which one is better. If my goal is to work in countries like Switzerland, Germany, France, Netherlands, basically an entire Europe. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Fin Talk with Anil. We have promised you that we will come back with an interesting topic, and here we are with a altogether a new interesting topic where we are going to see whether Ireland or Germany degree, which one is better. Yeah. So before we jump in, I would like to walk you through a bit my recent video on how to secure an education loan for studying abroad. Kinda clicked some sparks. People have reached out to me asking, you know what, that's a lot of good information in that video. Why not? But then we are considering our kids to send to an abroad and they mostly prefer European countries. Then the obvious question just came up to them, which is like whether or they should be going or sending their kids or study them in Ireland or Germany. Both are aggressively promoting their educational policies, and those are mostly like the two obvious destinations if you're someone who is looking to study abroad. Yeah? So we have asked ChatGPT to compare between Ireland degree and German degree, which one is better. If my goal is to work in countries like Switzerland, Germany, France, Netherlands, basically an entire Europe as your objective, and but also tell me if I have work visa and an extension of my post education. That's how the entire educational universities are promoting their courses, that you do a 1 year degree and thereafter you get an extended 2 years work visa after your degree, right? So if you have a work visa as an adjustment to your adjoining to your post education, then uh, you know can I apply to jobs for other Shenzhen countries, right? So here the chat GPT comes back with the answer in a different aspects. Now let us look into that and try to understand together what is a better choice, honestly. So when it comes to recognition of degrees in Europe, right, that's like the most or the second most obvious thing would you care about, because the stronger the degree, the more powerful it's going to be when it is going to or help you in securing a good job, etc. Right? So a German degree is a highly valued across Europe, especially in technical and engineering fields. Wow, that what about that? So Germany has a strong reputation for high quality of education, particularly in STEM and business programs. Okay, that's nice. So let us jump into Ireland. Ireland degrees are also recognized across Europe. Okay, that's a good thing, particularly in tech and business. Ireland is known as a tech hub. Okay, that we know, hosting companies like Google, Microsoft, and Facebook, which adds value to its degree programs. That's a win-win situation between Germany and Ireland, I would say. If you are someone who is more inclining towards engineering fields, we will see into that. Yeah, so post-education work opportunities, if we have to talk about, Germany usually offers about 18 months post-study work visa to international students, allowing time to secure a job in Germany. Once employed, you can apply for EU Blue Card, which facilitates working in other Schengen countries. Now, underline this point here, the EU Blue Card, which kind of as an integrated program between the Schengen countries, which will allow you to apply into other Schengen countries. Now, Schengen countries, you don't know what is a Schengen visa, Schengen country, go check that out. It is a common understanding between majority of the European countries to travel or have a unified visa of altogether, where they can travel between the borders without any further immigrations, right? So That adds up a lot. Access to the Schengen countries. But when it comes to Ireland, Ireland provides a 2 year post-study work, which is typically a 4 months more than Germany. But work visa for non-EU students, like a graduate visa, etc., which can lead to a permanent resident pathway. So if you're someone who studied in Ireland, then it kind of opens you an opportunity for someone to stay in Ireland, right? So that is there, but then that is also there in Germany. Let us be honest. If you do a German education, then they also open up their policies. Just it's nothing to compare here, but then mobility across Europe. That's what we meant. Like if you are someone who studied in Germany, but then you just don't want to restrict your you know opportunity to just Germany, you would like to go for France or Switzerland for the timing, or Italy or Netherlands, like countries, and you would like to take out your opportunity on the European well-doing countries. Yeah, so the mobility plays a very big role. Having work visa in Germany as a post-graduation does not actually automatically allow you to work in other Schengen countries that is there. However, with a job in Germany and an EU blue card, you can move to another Schengen country if the job is related to your field and meets salary requirements. Yeah. So there are some conditions applied to it, but then if you are able to secure the blue card, then you are someone who can freely travel to another country and work as well, right? So, but if your degree is in from Germany and you're likely to have an edge when applying to other BU country or EU countries due to Germany's academic reputation and employer familiarity. So that opens up a lot of conflict here, that if you are having a German post-graduation degree, then it kind of gives you an easy access to the rest of the Europe on its own, right? When there is nothing has mentioned for Ireland, which speaks for itself, because Ireland has an agreement or when the Europeans have choose to divide themselves, some countries went into European as a Schengen, and then a few stayed rigid, like UK, those who were supported UK, and Ireland is one among them. And Ireland has an agreement or stay to stay with the UK, so it's not part of the Schengen. Yeah, so continuing about that cost and language, when we talk about Germany offers free or low cost education, actually that is true. Germany is actually known for its free or low cost education at public universities. If you are someone who's lucky enough to get hold of any of these public universities, then the decision is already uh, over, right? So, but most of the programs require a proficiency in German. Let us be honest, we Indians, we have already learned so many languages. Like myself, I speak about four languages, and then I'm continuously learning another two, three languages as part of my life. And it just another language, German. Don't listen to people who say that German is very tough. I myself am learning German, and it is a very fun language, so don't be restricted about that at least. And some English thought programs are available also in Germany, but learning German is kind of essential for integration of employability. I don't want to kickstart an entire war behind this, but then let us be honest, you have to learn a language where you're staying, right? That is kind of a minimum requirement, and it's not that sounds all bad, right? Everybody is accommodating as long as you have the intent to learn a language. People are going to accommodate you, and there are some German integration programs. We will understand that later in this video, where they kind of free of cost try to implement or teach their practices, languages, and history, etc., which will help you being a better person integrated in the German society. Yeah, so it's an option, but learning German is essential for integration and mobility, that I have said. Coming to Ireland, education's costs are higher than Germany. That it goes without saying, with tuition fee typically ranging from 9,000 euros to 25,000 euros annually. Now, what is that for you to understand? You can take a typical 9,000, 1 euro now is equal to 100 rupees to INR. Set, let us see that about 90 rupees is as of now, and if you want someone to let us go with a minimum, then about a 9,000 euros would cost you about how about that? 8 lakhs 5,230, right? So, and that is just a starting. If you're someone who's want to study, it can go up to 25,000 rupees, just the tuition fee, and that adds up to about 22 lakhs or 23 lakhs. On top of that, you want to have you have to eat and you have to rent and etc. Right? So we will see that later in our video, in this continuous video. So keep watching. Now, when it comes to industry alignment. So, okay, let me finish this up. So, 9,000 to 25,000 annually. However, English is a primary language, making it easier for international students. If you are someone who is rigid and who don't want to open up for a new languages, and then makes sense, go for Ireland. Is just you just pay an extra bucks, right? So, coming to industry alignment, if you are into a tech or business, an Irish degree might give you a quicker access to global company headquarters in Dublin, right? So, Dublin is home to a lot of headquarters, like it's a tech hub, growing fast, etc. But then, uh, yeah, if you're someone who's into tech or business, then yeah, high-risk degree might give you a quick access to these global companies and headquarters in Dublin, right? So, but for engineering or manufacturing or research, Germany degree might hold more weight. Yeah, that is more of that in that. So let us see into some recommendations. Germany best for fields like engineering, manufacturing, and research due to its strong industrial ties and reputation. However, Ireland is ideal for tech, finance, and multinational corporations with strong English proficiency advantages. Yeah, so applying for jobs in other Schengen countries, when we see it, that's my major concern, because the mobility, yes, you can apply for jobs in other Schengen countries while holding a German post-study work visa or an EU blue card, but you need to meet the specific job requirements in target countries and transfer your visa or apply for a local work permit if moving permanently, etc. Right? So, but that option is not there in Ireland. Let us be honest, it's just one country, and most of it is just an island, so it kind of can give you an extended work permit for London or UK. So your choices. But then we haven't stopped here. We have asked ChatGPT to give us more recommendations considering other aspects such as cost of living, quality of living, because education is great education. A lot of people want to go for education, but then let us talk about the middle class, or the basic intent behind the education is to settle down there, right? Find a job and settle down and have a broad planning, right? So I wanted to ask, where would you like to stay if you want to plan your rest of the life, right? So in parameters like cost of living, quality of living, development infrastructure, and connectivity, etc. Basically, a place would you want to live rest of your life. So, okay, the chat GPT come back with us. Right? But then let us not overwhelm the video by discussing too much in one shot. So let us continue tomorrow, where we will be discussing on this aspect. So don't miss that out, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any further content on this. Yeah, see you all. Bye bye.